years, I have been able to call Cobourg my blessed home for those number of years. And of course, as you know, for the last 12 consecutive years, I have been on Cobourg Council. And in fact, I feel very privileged to serve on Cobourg Council, and as I indicated, more recently in my first term as mayor. I also believe we should always be listening, adapting, with the goal of implementing collaborative community initiatives that help advance the town of Cobourg and again support our residents. And for that reason, I'm pleased to announce to you that I just got through meeting with Brent Larmer, our town clerk. I have put in my application form with the indication of running for mayor, with the hope of being successful, of course, in the municipal election on October the 24th. I have presented a very brief press release for you that will give you other information. And I very much, as always, like to thank my family, my better half, which of course my wife Donna, my son Spencer, who now lives in Cobourg, and of course I have my full family support, both for my other son Simon and our daughter Devon, although she lives in Quebec. And with that, I'm also pleased to say I have members of my team. I have a large team, but I'm pleased to announce Roger Tessier, who's been with me all the way through. Don Morrison's been with me all the way through. And Sharon, of course, is one of my best cheerleaders, bar none, for many, many years. And of course, we now have Vicky in place of Joy, who started with me in this journey. So based on that, I'm happy to answer anything, but I prepared a little one-pager for each of you with information on the back that would help present other facts for you or information. Would you like one?
Absolutely. Thank you.
So be a collector's item, John. There you go.
And
Okay.
you do.
Thank you.
And again, I'm happy to take any questions if you have any.
What's something that you haven't got done that you want to get done that's on your hit list, so to speak?
Well, the first one that comes to mind, Peter, is the youth. I felt disappointed that some of the youth ideas that we had of integrating youth either into advisory committees. Personally, I'd like to see them very much be a part of council. Very much what the Kawartha Pine Ridge District School Board does in forms of student trustees. I think they have a very important role to play. But in that, every time we tried to build a bridge with council during COVID, we found half the time they weren't in school, we couldn't find their programming. And I'm not blaming the school in any way because it was a COVID-related environment, but was very challenging. Again, we were also dealing with COVID here on a modified schedule to bring all those logistics together. So I would say to you, youth for me would be a very high priority. Another high priority, we've started over many councils the implementation of our Cobourg waterfront, which is so important to so many. But I've realized, and I think you've realized, this is not a one-year journey. It's probably going to take another whole term of council to bring these phases to completion. And I know I've been part of it with this council, but I very much like to be there when it's finished as well. I like to see the projects come to a finalization. And probably the third one that comes to mind is, of course, the critical issue with affordable housing, which is first and foremost, along with homelessness and addiction. We know a lot of this is arranged and organized through the county, but I'm a firm believer that we really have to be doing this together, and that includes the federal, provincial government, Northumberland County, who leads these services. And again, I believe the town of Cobourg has to be a key partner for us to have these kind of builds within Cobourg.
Sounds like you've done this before, Tom.
Well, I've been part of it, and I'm very pleased to have been part of it with past councils. And again, I'm first to say that we're not finished. We're not finished doing the business of the municipality.